Okay, the last thing I want to walk you through is how to do the reflection papers. So these are pretty important as well, but they're not that complicated. So that's why I want to make this video to basically break down what's expected of you for these reflection papers. So the reflection papers are done in Google Classroom. I'm going to show you how to sign up for it, but let's go back to Lalima. Okay, so let's say it's your first time doing this. Okay, so you would go to the website classroom.google.com. Okay, classroom.google.com. You don't need that ending part there. Then you want to make sure that in the upper right hand corner that the Google account it's associated with is your hawaii.edu email address. Don't use your personal email address, right? So I'd have no idea who surferboy54 is, or I don't know, skater girl GURL 83 is. Just use your hawaii.edu email address. If it's not appearing there, click on the icon, and you can see here, like, here's mine, shining@gmail.com. You would just click add another account, and then you would log in to your hawaii.edu account. Okay. Now, the very first time you do this, you're going to need to click this little plus sign right here. So you would click that, and you would say join class. In our case, we also then need a class code. So let me just get that for you. It's also in the syllabus, but not seeing it here right in front of me. I'm just going to copy the code right here. So this is the code WAWCL6W. So you can get that from the syllabus, but you're also seeing it right here in the video as well. And you'd hit plus, join class, and you would type in that code. Once you do that, this is the course that will appear. Principles of Macroeconomics, Section 231, Outreach College. Click on that. Okay, here's our course. Now, the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is click Classwork right here, and you will basically see each of the topics. The first one is going to be due earlier than January 20th. I need to no, I'm sorry, it will be due that day. This one's due a little bit earlier, only because you're just introducing yourself. And as faculty members, we've been asked to have a assignment in the first week. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand what the purpose is. So super easy. Dude, tell me as little or as much about yourself as you want to. The more you tell me about yourself, I mean, it's interesting, and it should be easy to talk about yourself. But you basically, let's just click on it here. So here you are, you're going through this classwork, and you would hit this. Yours will look a little different because you're obviously not the instructor. But the instructions here, basically it says introduce yourself to me, provide as little or as much detail as you want. You really don't want to add it as a class comment. What you want to do is you want to post it as a Google Doc. You can do it as a Word doc, as a PDF. You'll have an option to insert it. That's here for the introduction. Let's go to a real kind of topic now. So this is how a typical assignment will look for a topic. I'll say, you will have read the material on macroeconomic perspectives. I want you to then read this article. That's a PDF that I posted here. You would read this article, and then this is how you're going to structure your Here's what I want you to do. Go to the very top of this, and you'll see the instructions. I made a document that basically outlines how to do this. So the reason for me doing these reflection papers, I call it discussion here, but it's really a reflection paper. I'm not generally too happy with discussion boards. We've all been in that kind of class where no one does it till the last minute, and then you have to all of a sudden post something and reply to two others who did it really early. And it ends up that the ones who did their work really early are the ones that get replied to a lot, and then the ones who did it later aren't replied to at all, and it's unfair. And I'm not sure what anyone's getting out of any of it. I think a reflection paper allows you to engage with the material. It allows you to share your opinions and talk about how you understand the material, and it gives me a chance to assess your abilities in that area. You'll basically read that article that I posted as a PDF, and you'll create a 3-paragraph structure. Those 3 paragraphs would be: first paragraph, summarize the article. Pretty easy, because you'll read the article, and in a paragraph or so, you'll tell me what the article is saying. Second paragraph is pretty important, because there you're tying it to the material that you learned in that topic. Third paragraph, share with me your own thoughts, your own opinions. It can be a really weird, out there opinion. I'm not grading you based on your opinion. I'm grading you based on your ability to articulate your opinion, to describe your opinion, to tell me what you found interesting. 3 paragraphs. Most people end up taking about 1 page or so. So I'm including an example here. It's not that this is... It's not that this person got 100%, but it gives you a pretty, I think that this person organized well. Although there's some misspellings here. I'm not grading you on misspellings. I mean, I'm not sure how difficult it would have been for this person to have run spell check. I don't think it would have been too tough. But with that said, I'm not grading based on that. But you can basically see here, 1 paragraph. They summarize the article. Second, section here, or paragraph, they talk about the material: explicit cost, implicit cost, profit, cost structure. Third paragraph, it's a little bit short here, but they gave an opinion. So again, they didn't necessarily get 100%, but this is a pretty good way to organize a reflection paper. You can see it's not that long, a page, right? It's going to take you a little bit of time to write it, but these are pretty important. A person, for instance, last semester didn't do any of them. And again, if you don't do any reflection papers, you basically are going to get zeros. I'll call you out on it the first time just to make sure that you know that reflection papers exist. But if you don't reply to me, if you don't say anything, I will just assume you have chosen not to do them, which you are given that right to choose not to do it, but your grade will suffer for that. The way that it looks on my end, just so you have an idea here, I'm just going to go back to a course from, let's just go here from the summer. So on my side here, the way that it looks is that I then can give you comments. It's returned back to you. The scores are being recorded here. But the way that it looks here is, right, this person typed it up as a Word document, posted it, then I make a comment. You can do it as a Word document. You can do it as a Google Doc. You can do it as a PDF. These are all ways that I can get it. So that's why I kind of think Google Classroom is a pretty easy way to organize this. If you have any technical problems, just call me. It's really simple. Again, I just don't think Laulima does a very great job with this, but everyone will just basically have to sign in the first time, add this course to classroom.google.com, and then this course will appear. And then these are all the reflection papers. Again, you can work ahead as much as you want. Read the article that I post, and then write 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, summarize the article. Second paragraph, tie it to the material that's in that topic. Third paragraph, share my opinions, share your thoughts. That's it. But email me and whatnot if you have any questions about it.